for coming. One of the things we learned over the last 2 years was that angel investors are looking for also a little bit more detailed information on sectors, right? So it is not just about startup discovery, also about getting a abridged investment thesis version when they look at a startup which pitches to them. So what we've done is, as a pilot on that concept, we are going to have 3 startups pitch at the end of this evening, and we are also going to give you the investment thesis against those 3 startups to the investors today. So we're going to do this roundtable, sector-based roundtable, every quarter around FinTech. There is a sizable number, and at Let's Venture we are seeing about 18 to 20 startups join the platform every day. So actually the progress is pretty good.
Good evening everyone. Welcome to Let's Venture and the first sector report that we are doing here, the sector roundtable that we are doing here, which is in finance technology here. We chose FinTech because there's a lot of stuff happening, a lot of guys in the mature space, a lot of guys in the growth space, as well as a lot of guys in the nascent space, right? And as a part of the entire roundtable, we curated almost 100 startups with the deals team. We got 3 guys who we think are right for fundraising, and we've got another 8 who are just there. So you will have a good mix of folks who come here today. Along with that, we've made a sector report, and I just wanted to show you 2 things that we've done. One is we've taken about 200 companies on the Let's Venture platform, and we've sort of clustered them and segmented them according to what they do. Bear in mind, this is more on the business model rather than the revenue model, because the revenue model inherently ends up being advertising or lead generation. So we have tried to cluster them according to what they actually do, what need they actually fulfill. So we've got transactions, the transaction ecosystem where we have wallets, payment aggregators, remittances, all these guys in the transaction ecosystem, gateways. Then we've got marketing technology where the main business model is to sort of enable the discovery and lead generation of products to be able to reach better scale and more consumers. Then we have the social technology where social aspects such as reviews, blogs, P2P, the consumer-to-consumer interactions are taking place in order to make better financial decisions, right? And then we have the business to personal finance. So every aspect of the segment covers the B2B as well as the B2C space. So you will see B2B companies as well as B2C companies in each segment here, right? So business and personal finance in the B2B space would be accounting, finance, taxation, billing for companies, and in the personal finance space it would be tax planning for consumers or for investment management for consumers, right? So this is one of this segmentation was done with the LV startup, and then we validated it with 100 other startups outside of the LV platform. We were able to do a nearly neat segmentation, which is why we thought we should get it out there and get your feedback on it, and any comments would be welcome. The second thing we have done is, because angel investors, we have a lot of angel investors in the US, and a lot of them say that we understand the US space because there's a lot of information out there. We don't understand the Indian space so well. So can you highlight to us what is happening in the Indian space with respect to the US scenario, right? So what we did is we compared the Indian market with the USA market. We found a lot of differences in the 2 markets. One was that lending has not taken off so well in India as yet, because it could be due to a lot of factors such as the documentation taking too long, the information not being available, consumers not being able to reach the right channels, and of course we have regulations, right? Lending is very, very active in the US market, and we are having B2B lending also taking off. B2B lending is not taking off right now, and I think Vikram will talk more about it. And we have in the nascent space, we also have an IoT startup which is very interesting. We are starting to see a lot of traction in IoT NFC space in mobile payments, so you'll probably see that very soon. So these are the 2 takeaways from the sector report. We'll be sharing the report with you very shortly, and we hope to get your feedback so that the next time we can come up with a better one. I'd like to
So the next part of this is having a fireside chat, because we wanted to kind of see how we can get a more detailed analysis around FinTech, and Vikram from Matrix Partners and PCM from IDG Ventures have been a part of the fireside chat.